Hello everyone, you're watching Changster TV.
Hey everyone, welcome to Changster TV. It's been a while since I put up a video for you guys to watch. So, I want to discuss something serious with all of you. There are two things I want to talk about. And I think if you're a fan of coffee, you might be curious about this. The first thing is, do you really need some kind of certificate to work in the coffee business? And second thing is, just what is TDS? So, in order to answer those questions for all of you, I'm gonna talk about the first thing. So, the first question was, do you need a certificate to work in the coffee business? Like, do you really need to have it in order to even work at a coffee business? And my answer is no. I mean, it doesn't hurt to have one. Seriously, it doesn't hurt to have one. But what's important is like what you learn while working to earn the certificate, not the certificate itself. Because seriously, the certificate isn't what makes you a coffee professional. Like, some people might be thinking that you make good coffee because of that certificate, and trust me, that's not the case. I mean, for me personally, people call me a good roaster or barista because they've seen all the skills that I have and what I can do with my tools in order to make good coffee. Not just because I had some piece of paper saying that this is a certificate saying you passed all those the necessary needs to be a barista. No, that's not the case. So, to put it simple, if there are some of you out there who are interested in working in the coffee business, whether it be a barista or roaster, I mean, a solution to that, what I can offer is, sure, you can just get a part-time job, try to get a part-time job at a barista, and that way, sure, you're gonna learn how to use the espresso machine and stuff, but the way I see it, the more useful way is, you don't really need to get a part-time job in order to really learn how to make good coffee. What you need to do is, let's see if you can get some cheap coffee tools to try making good coffee. What I mean, if I can be more specific, you should. It's like this, really simple. If you really want to be a good barista, start with learning how to make hand drip coffee instead of learning how to make an espresso. That's a more simpler way. That's way more simpler way. Trust me, because when you look for a part-time job, first of all, everyone knows it's not easy finding a job itself. And even when you do get the part-time job, like at a Starbucks, you know that they're going to, well, make you start doing chores first and then teach you how to use the espresso machine and etc. And plus, you don't really need to go to the Starbucks just to know how to use a grinder, because after all, there are whole many different kind of grinders other than the type of grinder that you see places like Starbucks or Idiot Coffee or whatever. So that's that. The second topic I mentioned before was what is TDS. And again, if you're a fan of coffee, you're gonna want to pay attention to this, because I am not gonna like really go into too much detail, but I'm gonna try to put it really simple so that you guys can at least know the basics of it. First, TDS means TDS stands for Total Dissolved Solids. It's basically like it's basically what we say when we like try to find out how strong the coffee is, or to be exact, how bitter or sweet it is, how bitter or light it is, and how much, what's the like the percentage of the little coffee how should I say this, little tiny coffee solids that remain in your drink. Like let's say if I explain it with a drink like hand drip coffee, after I'm done with the extraction, I use this tool called Xiaomi Mi TDS refractometer, and I find out the TDS, and then what I try to find out at the moment is like I said before, I try to find out how light or bitter it is, like how much, like to be exact, that like what's the percentage of the coffee being this light, like, or strong, and then the percentage of like how much of the coffee like solids did it sink down to the bottom of the cup. So I guess that's kind of the simplest way I can put it. So